Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the daily editorial analysis, guys. Not daily editorial, in fact, daily news analysis of 19th of December, guys. So the very first news of today is about RERA's administration has been, they have been flagged under the Urban Affairs Ministry domain. Actually, previous year, that is on the year 2016, the government has passed a Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016, which has mandated for the establishment of this RERA, that is called Real Estate Regulatory Authority. And now that has been, the jurisdiction of it has come under the Urban Affairs Ministry. So that's why it was in news, guys. And for this, the central government has to amend an governmental act, that is Government of India Allocation of Business Rules 1961. All right, now let's see about RERA, that is Real Estate Regulation Authority, guys. So what is the work of them, guys? They regulate and promote, they does regulation and promotion of the real estate sector, and also ensure that the sale of plot, an apartment or the building is being done in an efficient and transparent manner. It means earlier the manner in which it was being done, it was been alleged that was kind of opaque, right? But after coming of this real estate bill, government has tried to make all those as transparent as possible, so that the main interest of the consumer can be protected. Now let's see about this Act 2016, Real Estate Act 2016, guys. So it basically makes it mandatory for all the builders whosoever is being developing project where the land exceeds the limit of 500 square meter. They need to get registered themselves with this Real Estate Regulatory Authority before launching or even advertising for their projects, right? And the promoter of the real estate development firms has to maintain a separate escrow account for each of their projects also. And also the builders whosoever is being building the infrastructure under this of real estate, they must submit their original improvement plan, so that in future they don't get it changed. And if they get it changed, then this Real Estate Regulatory Authority has a power to charge them any fine or something like that, right? Also, guys, they have to submit the list of revenue collected from the allottees, and how the funds were utilized, and the timeline of the construction, completion and delivery of the project. Everything they have to mention there, right? So this is all about this first news. Next news is coming regarding Indian Medical Association's guidelines while prescribing antibiotics. Actually, Indian Medical Association, after this alarming situation of growing antibiotic resistance, they have come to the conclusion that they must come up with some sort of guidelines to the doctors, so that whenever they are prescribing any antibiotics things, and then they does it at a very responsible manner, right? So that's why this Indian Medical Association has advised the doctors to follow strict guidelines while prescribing antibiotics. See, guys, actually why this antibiotic resistance is growing. First of all, we'll read out that what is this antibiotic resistance, then we'll discuss. See, inside your body there are many microbes, right? Many bacteria are there. So if the bacteria present in your body leads to some sort of diseases, then what happens is you take antibiotics, right? Now in India, everyone is doctor, right? We just go to medical shop and we ask for these antibiotics. Now say, for example, the dose of the antibiotics is for 10 days. This is a standard dose which is being prescribed by the doctor. I'm just taking you an example. I'm not a doctor, right? So after taking the medicines after 5 days or 6 days, you feel that you are cured, right? And you leave those 5 or 4 medicines left, and you just go to medical shop and changes those medicine, so that you get a few of money, right? That is fine. But the thing here coming is, like, since we are taking the half dose of whatever is being prescribed by a doctor, then the bacteria present inside our body, few bacteria will remain alive, right? See, the 100% dose is for eliminating 100% bacteria, but since you are taking 50% dose, so a certain proportion of bacteria will remain alive in your body. And say for example, this kind of activities happening inside your body regularly after years or years, right? Several 5 times it is done, and 5 times only you have taken the medicines like this, like half course only you have taken. Then a certain group of bacteria will grow resistance towards those antibiotic medicines. You got me? Now, in future, if again that disease attacks you, then if you are taking antibiotics, then that antibiotics will not going to work, because those bacteria present in your body have grown resistance against that antibiotic medicines, right? So this is called antibiotic resistance. That is in layman terms. I just wanted to make it understand to you, right? Okay, few of the steps taken by the government also is given here, that despite the Indian Council of Medical Research has set up an network which is called National Antimicrobial Resistance Research and Surveillance Network. They aim to enable compilation of data of such resistance at different level of healthcare, and also publishing of treatment guidelines for antimicrobial resistance use in common type of syndromes, right? But the effect, especially in India, the resistance against multi-drug, that antibiotic is increasing day by day. That's why the Indian Medical Association has, this is kind of an alarming situation in which they have passed orders to different doctors in the jurisdiction of our country, that whenever they prescribe, so they must follow some sort of strictly guidelines which are being given to them by the Indian Medical Association. Also guys, to the medical shops also, this notice has been given. All right, so this was all about this news. Next news is coming regarding deep learning neural network. Actually, this was a news because scientists have recently announced the discovery of 2 exoplanets, means those planets which are not in our solar system but in other kind of solar system they are present, right? So those planets are being discovered by the scientists using this technique which is called deep learning neural technique, and the name of those exoplanets are Kepler 90I and Kepler 80G. all right, and with this discovery it is clear that now there is another star behind the sun that has 8 planets orbiting it. So that is just description of it. Now let's see what is this deep learning neural network, guys. It is basically an artificial intelligence tool that can mimic the working of human brains, because in this what happens is computer has been taught how to think like humans. All right, and they are given models to perform the classification of tasks which are directly from the images, text or sound. Means like if we see image, then we can classify that okay, this image is different image, right? If we classify text, then we get to know that okay, this text is different text. So that kind of knowledge has been given to the machines. This is called deep learning neural networks, and with the help of that they have come up with discovery of 2 exoplanets. And for this, guys, data has been taken from NASA's Kepler space telescope. So those data are very useful for discovery of this planets. And the network also identify another Earth-sized planet which is called Kepler 80G, as we have already wrote in the very the context of this news. So this is all about this deep learning neural network and how this works, guys. We don't need to learn that much because it is too much of depth. So yeah, we just need to know the upper part of it, right? So we have already discussed about it. Okay, next news is coming about a scheme which is called ADIP scheme. The full form of it is Assistant to Disabled Person for Purchasing or Fitting of Aids or Appliances scheme. Now after reading the description, the full form of this ADIP scheme, you will get to know that what is it for, right? So it is basically a scheme under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it was in news because 619 camps has organized and more than 1 lakh physically disabled people, that is Divyanjans, has provided aids and assistive devices in the year 2017. Now what is it for, guys? What is this ADIP scheme for? ADIP scheme is to assess the needy disabled people. Needy disabled people means, say for example, those people who don't have leg, then they are coming under needy disabled people, right? So they need some sort of durable, sophisticated and scientifically manufactured aids which they are not getting as of now. So under this scheme, the focus area is to provide them durable, sophisticated and scientifically manufactured modern scientific aids so that the effects of disabilities could be mitigated. Means whatever the disabilities they are going from, that could be mitigated, right? And also guys, the scheme is implemented through different organizations like NGOs as well as National Institute, that is coming under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, as well as an PSU of Government of India, that is ALIMCO, that is Artificial Limb Manufacturing Corporation of India Limited, right? So guys, this was all about this news. We'll meet in next class. Bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening. And also guys, the link for geography options is given in the description below. If you want to read it, you can go and watch it there, right? So bye bye guys, thank you.